Glass-Steagall was once the law of the land, which separated commercial banks or depositor banks from investment banks.
Right.
And so with the rise of big financial groups like Citibank, which wanted to be in both businesses, the law was repealed.
Now, the depository bank is what we put our money in,
Right.
we take checks out.
A savings
Yeah.
depository.
And Goldman Sachs, that was an investment bank.
So then it became possible in the 1990s for these financial supermarkets to offer everything: investment banking, mutual funds, deposits, and as a result, however, it became possible for these big banks to take risks that had never before been taken with depositors' money.
That's crucial.
And including getting into hedge funds.
Right.
AIG, for instance, was able to gamble with policyholders' money on these credit default swaps.
Right.
And the firm almost went under, but for a government bailout. And there were a bunch of other examples. Now, I'm not an expert on Glass-Steagall, and those people are out there. So all I guess, for Madoff investors' sake, what's interesting is that Glass-Steagall is not coming back. And if you go to a bank, or you go to your mutual fund, or you go to an investment bank, it's very hard to tell the difference between them. Which is why it's so important, like I said, to find out who has custody of your assets. Is there an independent party in between your money, and your money manager? Because there should be.
People have said that banking, commercial banking, taking deposits, giving you a checking account.
It's not profitable.
It's supposed to be a boring business. It is supposed to be a boring business. When these commercial bankers were permitted to start buying all this stuff with tranches and securitized mortgages and the default swaps, that set the stage for disaster, and that's what Glass-Steagall did, and it was done by the geniuses who are running our economy now. This is a terrible situation. That's my personal opinion, folks, not my employers.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.